Hello everybody, I'm Larkin Omega and you're watching my modded Factorio playthrough. I live stream these on Twitch, and right now I've had to change my time schedule due to real life issues. So it's kind of late, I'm kind of tired, I'm not used to this time slot. So if you're watching on YouTube though, this is episode 31. And we're getting right back to it. We are messing with our Foundry setup. Because I found a better design. And I feel bad because we've been doing the Foundry like 4 or 5 times now on this playthrough, and yeah, I have to constantly tweak stuff because I'm not satisfied with it. And I would feel bad, but this is one of the things that Factorio is about, you know, constantly tweaking little bits to get good performance out of your factories, and this is definitely helping my OCD-ness with the factories. So I need 1 and then 15 of those. So do I have enough? I do not. What am I short? Steel. And bricks. Okay, so I need a couple more bricks. Speaking of, we need to see about getting the stone automatically delivered down here, which is just going to take a whole bunch of that's exactly how many I need. It's just going to take a whole bunch of belts to do because it's up in the upper left hand corner. Okay, so we are doing blue right here, so this just goes straight across. Dun 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 dun. Anyway, so we're just like, as soon as I get this set up, I got to figure out what I'm doing with the rest of the factory. And I think the answer to that is setting it up so that way I can produce solar panels and accumulators, because we're going to need more power than our Steam setup is giving. And these right here are endemic of that problem. We need a lot more power to run all this, so we need to get a solar farm set up quick. And I've got a good design for an early one that I need to set up, but I need to make a couple, like I need to make some substations to make it run. I don't have substations unlocked in my research, which is one of the things that I'm going to do right now, and I'm going to get that started right now, because that's important. Substations are so useful in Factorio. The huge area they cover, and they're really useful in solar farms because they match the footprint of an accumulator. So yeah, well, that's done. We got copper all ready to go. And now we can do the same thing we did with the iron, which is just start feeding it through. And we can send it all 4, and it'll just all in parallel. But again, it's probably not going to go past the 3rd one in any one of these lines. The idle drain on these is not too bad. Energy consumption is 180 watts. So for kilowatts, and the idle drain is only 6. So, you know, 16 times 6 is still, it's a good bit, but it's not too terrible. We do need to get a solar farm set up, and we have lots of space, and I know a good place to set it up. So let's go pull all this out because this is a failed experiment. We're going to need these to make the solar farm. And I think I'm going to go grab, before I do all this, I'm going to set up a battery producer. I've got a battery producer set up, but I don't know if I started grabbing these or not. I did not. I'm going to set this up so it exports batteries, because I need a lot of batteries. And really, this is the only place that's making them. So we'll let that go for a bit. And we'll come back and we'll make some accumulators. what we'll probably do is we'll probably set up a temporary little production, little assembler to make the accumulators while we get these set up. I have 104 of these, and I think the design that I want to use, well, we go look up the design that I want to use for right now. It's just a medium-sized one. It takes how much does it take? 30 by 32. And it takes up 76 solar panels. So we don't need to pick all of them up. In fact, I'll probably put some more down in the other power building, just to make sure it stays up and running. But for right now, I'm going to pick all of these up. And we're going to go ahead and get one of these set up. Now you are basically useless. I don't have much, like, now I don't have much use for this at all. I just consider it dead weight at the moment. It's not useful anymore. It's kind of sad. That's a lot of steel that got wasted. A lot of stone too. Okay, good. That finished. I don't want to research anything else just yet. And we might set it up later, but because of the power situation, I don't want to stress it too much. Yeah, how's this going? Yeah. Okay, I like my other design better. But this works. This works pretty good. So 76. We'll not worry about that. We'll get the whole power thing set up here in just a little bit. How many batteries do we have? Because of 64 wood-powered boilers. No, they are actually solid fuel-powered boilers. So I've got my oil going right here. I've got this one is producing pretty much just solid fuel at the moment, running without cracking anything. But this is the regular cracking setup. I started that off early because solid fuel is an easy way to just have infinite power. So if you look closely, just solid fuel, and then it feeds into the tanks, and then it feeds in my boilers in here. So how much do I have? Yeah, I'm doing good. Basically, that's an infinite loop. As long as I've got power, the boilers will keep running. And as long as the boilers are running, I've got power. So this building is an infinite production machine, as long as it's got solid fuel coming in. Alright, so I was running up to check on the batteries, which I need to set up an outside source, because going too deep is not going to work for too much longer. Alright, 64 accumulators needs 5 times that much, which is 320. So that's got a ways to go. I can make substations though, and this one takes 4. So I need some steel. And we can get it laid out without the accumulators, so that'll work out pretty well. We'll just grab some extra steel here. Yeah, and see, this is already built up enough steel. It is grabbing almost all of the iron off this line, it looks like, which again is not surprising. I kind of expected it to happen that way, but just a little bit disconcerting. We'll get this changed up because this was bugging me. Okay. Get that running. Now let's go find a good place to plunk down this solar station at. We need 1, 2, 3, 4. I think a good place is up here by the stone. Because it's just a lot of area. It's out of the way. We're not going to get up here anytime soon with with production. Yeah, I like this. All right, so let's get this started setting. Let's get this party started here. And one of the things that's going to happen is we're going to put down. We'll start with you, and then we will stretch this. And I believe it stretches. Oh, I might be wrong. Let's see. It's if it's 30 by 32, then this will start. Yeah, that was the wrong way to start it. We'll start with the corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. And this is 2 deep. Okay. And then there's a gap of 4. 2, 3, 4. I believe it's that many. And then same here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the accumulators go 1, 2, 3, 4. Right there. Yeah, that hits all that stuff right there. Okay, so then this side will go right here. Yeah, right on the inside of that one. Okay. Alright. And then these go across the middle here, 2 deep. I'll get this blueprinted so I won't have to think about it in just a little bit. But I need to wait until I get the accumulators out. So there's there's the major connection point, so we're going to have to put another one right there. And there. Now it's producing power for the rest of the factory. So that's good. So these 2 here, 2 more, and 2 more after that. Okay, and then these come across 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. Okay. And then you start, should be right there. And you go right there. And then we've got solar panels down the sides here. And I wouldn't be doing this without squeak through. There would be no point in setting these solar panels up because it would be impossible to get out, but because of the mod, I am free to roam. Okay. Put you in place, and then get you in place. That's perfect. It's not symmetrical, but that'll be okay. Let's go check on our batteries. See how we're doing. We're down to 28 solar panels, so that's a good amount. We used up what we needed to. We need the accumulators though to keep the charge 24/7. Let's see what's going on down here. Okay, it looks like the factory's running, but we're not researching anything, so there's no draw on the electricity. Yeah. They're not currently producing because it's only 14%. We are running pretty high. Yeah, we're producing 10 here. About half capacity, but again, nothing is running outside. So, yeah. So we need the solar when we get stuff actually running. This is the only draw right now are the miners and the smelters. So, right, how are we about doing on batteries? Do we have the 320, 320 that I needed? We don't. We have 148. Well, that's unfortunate. So, in the meantime, let's get this thing set up here. And what we'll do is we'll just pull it out of that box and make the accumulators on site. Just 2 iron plates. Ah, see? We could set it up somewhere else. it'd be nice where we don't have to feed the batteries into it. So we got iron plates right here. And it wouldn't be too hard to just pull these down, right? And then set up a temporary little thing right here. Make the accumulators. What we'll do is we will drop all these batteries in and then just do this and let it run. I think accumulator stacked to 50, so we'll go ahead and set up to let it have 2 stacks. In the meantime, let's set up a quick and dirty solar farm, very similar. Okay, so solars take electronic circuits, copper plates, and steel. So quick and dirty, like this is definitely gonna get changed up soon. We'll bring the steel out a little bit and down. And we actually didn't leave ourselves enough room to make it really quick and really dirty. Yeah, we didn't leave ourselves enough room. Okay, that's fine. Like I said, this is going to be quick and really, really dirty, to be honest. Okay, so we bring that over, and then you go there. And boom, boom, boom. And we got solar panels that can be produced as soon as I get power. As soon as I get a chest in place. We'll go ahead and have it do 2 sets. Power is there anybody close enough to grab power from? Nope. There we go. Shift clicking. I missed my bots. Alright, there we go. We just let that produce solar panels for the meantime. Alright, we do need a blueprint, and we might as well make a blueprint book. What are we doing in here with the accumulators? Probably want to pull this out of here. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pull this out. This is just an inconvenient spot. To go too deep is just too much. Okay, so you need iron and sulfur, which means we can put you up here without difficulty. We can drop that in there, and we'll put that in there. Let's see. Quick and dirty costs us, but we can solve it. Because just like vanilla ice, we can solve it. Dating myself there very, very badly. Okay, so what? Oh, the chemical plant probably needs a bunch of, yeah, because we got to turn it into H2SO4. And yeah, okay, so this might be a little bit more complicated to do out here, but it'll be worth it to set it up. What I probably need to do is just feed it into, yeah, let's pick up the quick and dirty, and we will instead set it up a little bit better. We'll actually get it set up instead of this incomplete mess that we're about to make. Alright, so we've only got two assemblers down here. Alright, so let's see. We're making sulfuric acid, which takes iron, water, and sulfur. Okay, so iron and sulfur are going to come down for that. And then batteries take iron, copper, and sulfur. The sulfuric acid. So we're already feeding iron, so we just got to add copper to that. So that's 3 inputs. And then the solar panels, those also take iron, so that's still only 3 inputs. And then solar panels take copper, circuits and steel. So that's 5 inputs total. And I think we can run the 2 of them together. That being copper and iron can probably be run together into the same mess without causing issues. Alright, so that's 4 inputs, which is one side of a Factorissimo. We've got enough steel, but we don't have enough stone. Yeah, I'm short stone. Okay, well. So let's not make the Factorissimo yet. But what we'll do is we will route the copper and the steel and the iron and everything down. We won't split it off the bus yet, but we will route it coming down, and we will do it the proper way using some underground belts. I'm gonna go ahead and make a bunch. Okay, that would be split there and then sent down. Are you at the top? You are at the top of yours. Okay, so there instead to there, and then from there to there. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I don't know what I'm doing. Let's just feed it and then we'll break it off in a bit. I'm tired. I'm not sure I'm going to keep doing this in this time slot, but we'll see. Okay, and let's just feed. Oh, you were at the top. I should have. I am not being smart today. Not being smart at all today. Okay. First feed is here. It comes down. Second feed is here, and is going to meet up with another feed right here, and they're going to come together and make beautiful babies. And yeah, okay. And then another feed is going to come straight over and then come straight down. Okay. A little bit of space there, but that happens. And then finally the sulfur. Okay. So all that is fed. But it's not in any sort of useful order. And we're about out of time. I need to think, and I can't think right now. It's too late. Why have you used solar just to... He left. But he asked a good question. He said, why even use solar just as a philosophical question? Since Factorissimo, the energy density is so terrible comparatively. Ease of use. I don't have to supply solar. Once it's down, and I don't even have to worry about it. It's infinitely expandable, and I can keep going with that. So, it was a good question, but, yeah, there was, I like solar. And even though I'm using Factorissimo, I do like to mostly keep it vanilla-ish, I guess. I guess we can call it that, vanilla-ish. Mainly, the main use for Factorissimo is to make it convenient to move stuff out and about. So, before I leave, I'm going to go grab some stone and put it into my furnaces over there. I've got a lot of stuff in my inventory right now, which is unfortunate. Let's drop you down real quick, and let's throw as much. You know, I should just drop a chest and start throwing stuff away, throwing stuff in it. So drop that in there, throw in the coal. We don't need to be carrying all this when we go to get stone. Okay. And we'll do a quick runner. We need to set up a line for that, but I kind of want to get going with rails. And those take stone to make. And oh boy, is it going to be fun to figure out my supply units from here. So, but for right now, this works out. And we'll just bring this down and make some more stone bricks. So, I've been Larkin Omega. You've been watching my Factorio stream and Factorio episodes on YouTube. And I will see you guys later. Bye.